This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning and welcome into you. I'm Rebecca Smith. It's been a busy week for us news-wise.
It has certainly been. I'm Bill Bryant, and it's good to have you with us here on Thursday, November 12th.
Now at 6, a community prepares to honor a Central Kentucky paramedic who was killed in the line of duty.
Also this morning on WKYT, a consumer alert for parents looking to buy a new car. What AAA is encouraging automakers to do and reverse course on.
A big get for Stephen Colbert and The Late Show.
And we're looking across the east-southeast. That's where we have those showers left over. Nothing really to be concerned about. That's going to move on out, and once that happens, here comes the cooler air. It doesn't feel cool now. We've actually hit our high already this morning. By the afternoon, we'll be sitting in the upper 50s, lower 60s. I'll show you a really cold forecast after today coming up.
Okay, we'll be preparing for that, and let's get to the news this morning.
It's been a really difficult week for first responders and several Central Kentucky communities. A day after a Richmond police officer was laid to rest, there is yet another funeral to prepare for.
John Mackey died Monday, days after a car hit him in Jessamine County, and his visitation is today. WKYT's Hillary Thornton is live in Nicholasville to show us how Mackey is being remembered in that community. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill and Rebecca. John Mackey worked as a paramedic for 16 years here in Jessamine County. Today, the community he served will start to say their goodbyes as Mackey's visitation gets underway in a few hours here at Bethel Harvest Church. The 40-year-old husband and father of 3 died earlier this week after he was hit by another vehicle while on duty in downtown Nicholasville. Those close to the longtime paramedic say something they are clinging to through this tragedy is the fact the man who dedicated nearly 2 decades of his life to saving others will continue to do so as an organ donor. County leaders say the outpouring of support for Mackey's family and all of their other EMS crews has been overwhelming. The community is doing several things to honor Mackey. Green lights and other tributes are seen throughout the town. They're also rallying around his family with a few fundraisers in the works, including this Monday at the Raising Cane's here in Nicholasville, where 15% of all sales will go to Mackey's family. We are told his wife also serves this community as a paramedic. Well, Mackey's visitation will start at noon here at Bethel Harvest. It will last until 9 o'clock tonight, and then his funeral is set for 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, also here at the church. Live in Jessamine County, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Hillary, thank you very much. And Mackey was a husband and a father of 3, but we've learned that his family will not receive the same state benefits that other first responders do. For years, a group of EMTs in Kentucky has been pushing to change that, and now they're hoping that Mackey's case will give them a better chance at getting a bill passed in Frankfort.
This will cover every EMT who works for a government or nonprofit agency, also rescue squad members.
It's the same thing that police and fire currently have. We're not asking for anything more.
Right now in Kentucky, when there is a line of duty death, the families of police officers and firefighters receive $80,000 and a tuition waiver to a state school or community college for survivors. EMS workers are only included in federal benefits, but not the benefits at the state level. So that is something that obviously is going to merit some discussion. Well, what a scene it was across central Kentucky. Thousands of people stopped what they were doing yesterday for a time to honor a Richmond police officer who was killed in the line of duty. It
was a packed house at the EKU Alumni Coliseum for Officer Daniel Ellis' funeral. The 33-year-old died last week after he was shot while investigating a robbery. Richmond's police chief said Officer Ellis touched many lives with his hard work and kindness.
The lives of his fellow officers and the lives of his family will never be the same again. Our collective grief is nearly inconsolable.
Well, after the funeral, an honor guard carried Officer Ellis's body to a hearse as hundreds of first responders saluted. It was an emotional ceremony, and it was touching to see just how many people from Richmond to Mount Vernon, really all over the state, lined up to show their support. We have more powerful images on WKYT.com. Here's a little bit of a talker. If you're thinking about buying a new car, you may want to listen to this story.
Right. AAA has revealed this morning that fewer automakers are including a spare tire. Some people don't even realize it when they buy the car. WKYT's Michelle Chamberlain is at our live desk this morning to tell us what every driver needs to know. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, do you have a spare tire in your car? I'm not sure if I do or not. Isn't that terrible? But you may want to check. I know I'll have to, because the AAA is saying that if you're driving your kids around, you may want to know that 3 new vehicles sold this year do not include an extra tire. The company says this is putting drivers at risk, and they're asking car makers to reverse the trend. In the past 10 years, some manufacturers have been including a tire inflator kit. Others add what's called a run-flat tire, which can be driven a short distance, around 100 miles, to a repair shop. The reason, according to Cars.com's Kelsey Mays, automakers are trying to lighten the load for vehicles to make them more fuel efficient.
We're trying to shave every pound possible off a vehicle, and when you can eliminate a spare tire and put in an inflator kit with a sealer in your trunk instead, that saves a fairly significant amount of weight.
So you have to ask yourself, what would you do without a spare tire available? AAA says with this new trend from automakers, there could be as many as 30 million drivers on the road without a spare. At the live desk, Michelle Chamberlain, WKYT.
All right, an interesting trade-off there. Thank you very much, Michelle. Some students at Midway University are waking up outside this morning. Those students are trying to raise awareness for homeless veterans. It's part of a One Night Without a Home event going on. They built cardboard boxes and shelters to live in for a night. The event started on Veterans Day, and it wraps up at 7 o'clock this morning. Well, the federal government says the city of Louisville has become the first in the state to eradicate veteran homelessness. The U.S. Housing and Urban Development Regional Administrator says the city housed more than 400 veterans over the last year. And people with parking fines in Lexington will soon be able to use food to pay for some of them.
The Lexington Parking Authority is bringing back its Food for Fines program. If you bring in 10 cans of food, you'll receive $15 off any parking citation issued by Lex Park or Lexington Police. The food will be donated to God's Pantry. The program starts Monday and continues through December 18th.
Now, your zone-by-zone forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
We still have the showers left over in east and southeastern Kentucky. Pretty gusty showers too, and they are really booking it this morning. Check this out. And we're looking down south. You go off into places like Hayden. That's where we're seeing some of that rain. And also just south of the Howard Rogers Parkway, that's where we're seeing a lot of that rain trying to push on through. But Hayden, you are in line to at least pick up some pretty moderate showers. It doesn't take long to move on out. Hazard, you're going to be next in line, as it looks like another 10 to 15 minutes before you see that move on through. Hindman, Pippa passes, work your way over toward the Alice Lloyd College area in Knott County, and those move on through in here in about 20 to 30 minutes. Then we have a little batch there rolling toward the Mountain Parkway, and that'll roll right through Wolfe County here very shortly, coming out of Lee and Beattyville. The front is still back toward our west and northwest. We're not really feeling a big temperature difference. We're in the 50s and 60s. It actually doesn't feel that bad this morning. But this is our high temperature, okay? If you're sitting here in 61 in Lexington, this afternoon it'll actually be much cooler than that, because the front's trying to make its way through. It's timing on this. We hit the afternoon and your temperature, not high, but your afternoon temperature there in the upper 50s to lower 60s, and lower 60s down south and southeast. Mixture of sun and clouds. So any plans, any errands going on that you got to knock out? If you're there anywhere from the Bluegrass region northwest and maybe even southbound, you'll be able to do that here in the next couple of hours because we're remaining dry. That rain's moving on out. But east and southeast, I would say wait until about 10 a.m. and it will all be over with there with the rain. Then you can head out, do your errands, and knock out some plans today. Drier weather ahead, not just this afternoon, but that takes us all the way through Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and for most of us on Monday too. So it might be Tuesday before we actually see rain chances. You can actually wash your car today, and you don't want to do it in the 50s. You want to take it to somebody else. Let the professionals do it. Blast the cold air there for Friday off towards your weekend. You don't believe me? Check out these numbers. We're sitting there in the 40s for highs, not for lows, for highs. And you think about it, this morning we're in the 50s and 60s. So this is going to be a totally different change of pace as we hit Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But Bill, as you were talking about earlier, I think the positive we can take out of this is we're actually getting some sunshine there on those days. That'll help us out, but it's not going to help us out much.
Yeah,
we're still in the 40s.
But I can do cold under sunny sky.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm with you on that.
More uplifting, you know?
True.
All right, Micah, thank you. Coming up on 610, every morning right here, we bring you weather and traffic together. Here's Officer Don with what's happening on the roads. Don, good morning.
Hey, good morning. First, we start off with a live look at Lexington traffic flow. This gives us an idea of how things are moving in and around Lexington right now, and it's real time. Mostly you're in pretty good shape with no major issues. Everything in the green on the interstate, 75 and toward downtown. Of course, we have our construction areas, but you'll notice not seeing too much of a slowdown in that area. Now, a little slowdown on Richmond Road approaching the circle, and also it looks like they're still working on Todd's Road near Hayes Boulevard. Of course, we're going to have to deal with that throughout the day. One thing that we need to be I'd like to let you know about is the construction zone on Versailles Road at New Circle. Got some debris in the roadway there right now, and they're working on getting that out. With all the winds, we're probably going to see a little bit of that. So please be a little extra careful, especially on the inner loop of the circle approaching Versailles Road. Now to our drive times. So far, it looks like we're in pretty good shape. From Nicholasville, about 13 minutes. Down to Frankfort, about 28 minutes from Frankfort to Lexington. Winchester, 22, and normal stuff coming across the Clays Ferry Bridge so far from Richmond. We'll keep you up to date throughout the morning, and now back to you.
All right, we know you will, and it looks like a pretty good ride in this morning. Everybody just prepare for, as Don mentioned, that debris in the road. Could be some limbs and so forth as well. We had some wind overnight. Luckily, wasn't what it could have been and what they had out west.
Could have been worse.
6:11 is our time on WKYT this morning. As you rise and shine, we have a lot more news on the way.
Federal investigators say it could be days before they leave the site of a deadly plane crash in Ohio. We've got the latest from Akron in 3 minutes.